Welcome back, folks, to another exciting edition of Let's Play EVE Online. As always, I am your host, J-Squared John Jeremy, and last we left off, we made our reintroduction into the universe of EVE. Now, what you see before you is, in fact, the Captain's Quarters, an area that I didn't really show off too much in the last video series. This area was released with the launch of the EVE Online expansion pack Incarna. What's funny about it is that Incarna, in and of itself, is one of the most reviled of the EVE Online expansion packs because of what it represented. And basically what it represented was the idea of moving away from the core gameplay that makes EVE Online what it is. And instead, the developers, or at least what is thought, is that the developers were moving towards a pay-to-win model, because not only was it launched with the Captain's Quarters, but also with the Noble Exchange. So, the Captain's Quarters is pure graphic goodness, but it has no representation of what goes on in the game. Anything that you access in the Captain's Quarters, you can access out in space, basically. So it serves no real purpose other than its nice window dressing. There was a plan at one point to have player characters be able to roam around stations, but that's not come to pass. Nor will it ever, I think. And the Noble Exchange, well, that's a hot topic in and of itself. The idea behind the Noble Exchange is that it is a place where people can pay real money to gain access to special-looking clothing materials. Okay, so as you can see right here, and I will be free to admit, I have used the Noble Exchange myself to refit out Jonathan Jeremy. Now, it is, again, completely frivolous. It has no real purpose in-game other than the fact that it's pure cosmetics. But what it represented to the EVE players was that of, well, if CCP starts doing this with just clothing, what's to stop them from starting to do a pay-to-win model where maybe you pay X amount of dollars and you get a 5% skill training boost for a period of an hour or 2 hours? Or maybe you spend X amount of dollars and you get access to a special type of ship that only people who buy the ship get access to. Actually, very similar to what Star Trek Online has for its model, microtransaction model. So EVE players were furious with this release, going so far as to make their cause known by causing havoc in one of the biggest trading systems in the game, JITA. I don't know if I've ever actually showcased JITA on the video series. I'll have to double check on that. But yeah, they caused mass havoc and destruction in JITA, a high security system. People were just constantly blowing up ships left and right. And they were getting destroyed, but they didn't care because they wanted to have their presence felt. So the Captain's Quarters is the other part to the Incarna release, and I actually enjoy the Captain's Quarters. A lot of people don't because, again, it's window dressing, and second is that it takes a long time to load on older systems. My system seems to handle it just fine, so I kind of enjoyed looking at Jonathan walk around. Like I said, there's just like two areas. There's this area over here where he can sit down in his little couch over there, and then there's that area where he can go ahead and take a look at his ship from the outside. Besides that, that's about it. Speaking of taking a look at our ship, last episode I was flying around in a Gnosis because that was actually given to all the players during the 10th anniversary special. I did not know this, but apparently the Gnosis is very powerful and people will gank you if you're caught flying around in it. So instead, one of our viewers, or one of the subscribers to this channel, has well, basically gave me a contract where he gave me a Drake to fly around in. And this Drake is fitted out with several different weaponry types, armaments, fittings, fields, shield boosters, weaponry boosters, and of course damage control, or in this case internal field force field array, whatever that might be. I have added in the scavenger, or salvager rather, and a probe core launcher. Core probe launcher, rather. Because I want to showcase this episode a bit about the new experience in exploration. Now I know, if you've watched the last series, you know how much I just love exploration. Well, so I'm told it is different this go around, and it is much more enjoyable. We shall see about that. Otherwise, what I also want to start doing is get us ready for our next area. I want to start getting in the feel of combat. If we're gonna do PvP for this video series, then I need to get used to the idea of combat. So what I want to do is I want to get set up for a military style of gameplay. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna work with the Caldari Navy, and we'll start with level 1 missions just to see how far we can go about. We can then move on to level 2, level 3, so on and so forth. So with level 1, the closest person who's part of the Caldari Navy is Perkoken Hanukin. Oh yeah, that's the person we want to talk to. So we're just going to go ahead and set a destination for that area just for right now. But first and foremost, let's undock here and showcase a bit of exploration, shall we? Undocking confirmed. Sweet. Okay. Again, this is the Drake. It is fitted out with the missile launchers that you saw earlier. So right there, you can see Garista's hideaway. Okay, that is a location that we know contains Garistas. And it's 100% signal strength, so we know that it's always going to be there. Until it disappeared on me just now. Interesting. So, over here, we can go ahead and show the sensor overlay. By showing the sensor overlay, we can see the Garista's hideaway, but we can also see unidentified sites like these. These are the ones I'm interested in. And from here, I can open my scanner and launch probes. Now, I'm back in this section right here, and I'm not a fan of this whatsoever, but we're going to go ahead and try it. The combat sites are all known, but we're trying to find this cosmic signature section, which is apparently inside of this red bubble. So what we're going to do is we're going to launch the probes that we have. How do I launch the probes? Launch, spread, formation. Does that work? Launch pinpoint formation. How about you just go ahead and scan? Can we do that? Can we just scan? Destroy active probes, launch spread, reconnect, recover, analyze. Alright, so the probes are launching to their location right now. They're doing their little scan thing. What we want to try and find is the cosmic signature. What do we got? Cosmic signature is at 11.9%, and it is located somewhere in this area right here. So what we want to do now is we're going to zoom in a bit, and going to try and get these probes to this location here. The problem is that I can't see anything right now. So, where are my probes? Alright, probe 1, go here. Probe 1, where are you? Oh, all the probes are together. That's not so good, is it? Alright, so we're moving them all right there. And we'll scan again. Oh, that's why. That's how they're in a pinpoint formation. Okay, I got you now. I got it. So by doing this, there you go. Well, actually, that didn't really help at all. Let's shrink that down a bit and move it to within the bubble. There you go. That's more like it. Go ahead and scan that now. Now we should be able to pinpoint the signature, or at least get a better read on it. Nothing detected. That's not very good. Alright, let's go with something bigger and do another scan. God damn it. I still suck at this. Maybe this isn't for me after all. You guys lied to me. Alright. So we found a cosmic signature. It is within this bubble area right here. And we want to just kind of shrink down by 1, maybe. Still inside the bubble. Yes. Alright, let's try it now. This timer means. Like, time the probe is going to remain active? Yep, no signatures detected. Alright, maybe that didn't work out as well as I wanted it to. Let's go ahead and recover all the probes. Alright, and let's end that scenario. How come I have not recovered all their active probes? Oh, yes I have. Stack. Alright. So that didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. But instead, what I can showcase is the other part of the scans, and that is the fact that these Garista areas are plain as day. 100% signal strength there, 100% signal strength there. Let's just go ahead and showcase the Bagrista's burrow, for example.
Warp drive active.
Kind of pissed I can't figure that out yet. I should do the exploration tutorial again. That's what I should do. I'll do that off camera, though. You guys don't need to watch that again. I don't even know if that's even allowed. Alright, let's take this Drake into action and see what we have in store. The grease this year should be very low level. Nothing to really concern ourselves with. This is just a kind of test of how powerful the Drake can be. Okay. Garista's burrow. And we've got ourselves some bad guys here. Pithy Imputor. Okay. Let's turn on our little gadgets here. As well as that. And again, we are stable in terms of our capacitor status, so we don't need to worry about that. We've locked onto one, but let's go ahead and continue to lock onto these guys as well. Alright. So we'll have one missile barrage for each one of these guys. Let's see how it looks. Ouch. One was taken out automatically. The other two took only 2 hits. Then they were done. Interesting. Alright, we've got 3 more guys coming in, actually. Can I lock on target from this far away? I can. Something I'm noticing right now is the Drake is very slow. At least in comparison to what we've flown before. Very, or at least much more difficult to maneuver with. So we'll have to get used to that. Alright, let's go ahead and strike once again. What are the ranges on this thing anyway? I say this now after I start firing. I don't really see anything. It's designed for long engagements between medium-sized ships. Well, that's not exactly what we're doing right now, but I guess that kind of works, right? In a wasteful sort of way. My bad. not exactly playing this game optimally, but have I ever played EVE Online optimally? Nope. I'll answer that question myself. Alright. 1 missile barrage for each of you guys. Good luck, have fun in the afterlife there. So as we can see, no issues whatsoever. These guys can't even touch me right now in the Drake. And I get the feeling that even if they could, they wouldn't be able to get past the shielding that I've got going on right now. Still got some more targets around here. I wonder what happens if I defeat them all. Do I get like a special reward? I don't know. Take you out, and take you out. Good luck, have fun, guys. Just look at that. Oh, dead. Hey, one guy's still alive. Not anymore. Alright. Hey, new ships. Different styles as well. Wreckers. Whatever wreckers are. Let's get some info. Threat level is high. Okay, threat level is high. So we should be more cautious about these guys is what they're trying to say. I think we'll be okay. I'll even put 2 missiles on each just to make sure. Let's just see if they can even touch me. And the answer to that is no. No, they cannot touch me. Oh, lost the missile. Alright. Looks like that's it. That's all that happens. Interesting. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording here. I'm going to collect all these wrecks, and then we're going to go ahead and make our way over to Tsugawa. Or Tsugua. And we're going to go ahead and talk to that military agent over there. And start working for the Caldari Navy. Now, we are a Caldari, so it only makes sense for us to work for our nation and see what we can do. Maybe there's a storyline in it for us over there. But obviously, again, we are working towards just kind of honing in our skills. This was not a great test. This was just something to see just how powerful the Drake is. The Drake is very powerful. The question is, how does it hold up in comparison to a player rather than just a computer? We'll find out, but not right now. So stick around, guys. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. I've collected all of the wrecks. Took a bit of time. Again, the Drake is slower than its counterparts that we've flown so far. We are now going to go ahead and make our way over to Tsugawa, or Tsugua. I can never pronounce that name right. It may take us a bit of time to do that, though, as well, but I'll go ahead and keep recording at this point. Just kind of chat here with you guys for a little bit. So, from what I've seen so far, the core mechanics of EVE remain the same. There have been some adaptations, some changes made. Skill sets have changed a bit. Exploration has changed, although I still can't do the damn thing. But EVE itself will remain EVE, you know, always. If you enjoy it, then you'll enjoy it. If you won't enjoy it, then you won't enjoy it. It's just one of those things where it's hit or miss each time. I enjoy it. I enjoy the gameplay of EVE. I enjoy the fact that it's so open world and open-ended. I can go pretty much anywhere whenever I want. Sure, that may lead to my death in the game, but that's the nature of the business. I think more games should include open PvP like this. A lot of games don't. A lot of MMOs don't. What's a good example? Star Trek Online does not do open PvP. You have to flag yourself for PvP or go into specific PvP gatherings. I mean, wouldn't it? I mean, in Star Trek Online, there's a war going on. It would make sense for Klingons and Federation players to fight each other all the time, like if I caught you when you're flying in sector space or something like that. But they don't do it like that. EVE does. And I kind of enjoy that aspect of the game, even though we've never taken part of it. We've never taken a part in it on camera so far. Something that I think EVE could do better in is just the... And I know I just said I love the fact that it's open world, but you get lost after a bit. A new player can get lost and not know what to do. So, you know, we just kind of, when we first recorded, we followed along with the tutorial, and then we went right into the first epic mission arc. So that it was a progression. If players don't do that, once they finish the tutorial, they're on their own, and they don't know what to do. So they're just out there, you know, just trying to survive. So I think that that's a point in favor of other games, and the fact that they have specific stories that are followed and can be met. So there's a good and bad side to a lot of different things with Eve. But I enjoy the game. I for sure enjoy it. I like the characters. I like just the idea of doing this. I mean, this is as close as you're gonna get to an open world space simulation that I can think of, I think.
Docking permission requested.
Get closer. So we are now reaching the Caldari Navy Assembly Plant. Like I said, we're going to be working for the Caldari Navy here as part of their security mission arc. And, oh, that's good. Right after level 1 comes level 2, so we can have access to both agents if we wanted to. But let's just go ahead and take a look at a level 1 security mission first and foremost. Perkoken Hanukin. God, that's going to be fun to say. What's going on, buddy? So my effective standing with, I guess, Caldari is 2.2. I could only assume that's because of the fact that I've done the epic mission arc earlier. So our mission here is to seek and destroy. For you, my friend, there is always something. Garista pirate vessels have been terrorizing passers-by in a nearby system. Find and destroy their leader. We're uploading the last known location of the enemy ships to your Neocom. We need you to put these pirates out of business ASAP. The following rewards will be yours if you complete the mission. 33,000 ISK and 42 loyalty points. So I never really went into loyalty points either on the last video series. Loyalty points are basically points that allow you to, as far as I know, and you guys can correct me, as far as I know, they allow you to gain access to particular items that you can spend loyalty points for at a discounted ISK cost, and you can have access to them. Like, for example, Caldari Navy railguns. They're faction-based weapons, which are much harder to come by. But you have to get points in order to do them. You can get blueprints. I have no affordable options right now, but, you know, just as an example, if I wanted to get the most expensive thing, one Zainu Snapshot Torpedo. It costs 79,375 loyalty points and 79,375,000 ISK. So that's just to give you an idea of what's available in the loyalty points market, I guess is what you would call it. I'm not even really too sure what to call it. And if we complete the mission in 1 hour and 26 minutes, we will receive 45,000 ISK. Okay, I accept your mission. This mission expires at 6/12/2013. Okay. So let's go ahead and do an actual mission here and see how well we do. Heading back outside of the station now, and let's go ahead and set a destination for the encounter. I have to go to Akura. Oh, that sucks. I have to go to a different area. I'm not a fan. Oh, all right. That doesn't usually happen anymore, but okay. Alright, heading over to the next Stargate right over here, Ikura. Ikura is a 0.9 security system, so we don't need to worry about getting into any trouble. Hey, somebody's warping with me right now, actually. Who are you? Lara Joe's Carousel. What's up, Lara Joe? Lara Joe has been a member of Percone for 10 days. Looks like she's been playing the game since mid-May, but of course this could be just an alt, you know. One good thing, at least for those that enjoy playing multiple characters, is that in the release of Odyssey, CCP has allowed the use of dual character training mechanics. So you can spend a Plex, and instead of putting it towards your game time account, what you can do is use it to add 30 days of training to an alternate character, which never be done before. So it's an interesting aspect to the game that's been added. Might take advantage of that myself. And again, you can see these unidentified sites here. I'm going to figure this out before too long, how to actually get those things. But right now we're heading to the Dead Space location to take out this pirate area. I don't expect it to be any trouble, but who knows? Let's see what we've got coming out here. Anything of issue? Nope. I've got to go to use the acceleration gate. I don't like these things. Come on, come on. There we go. Activate the gate. I haven't done this yet in the new version, so maybe there's a different graphic here. The music has changed again. They always do that. The graphic is I think it's the same. I think the Stargate's the only changed one. Alright, what do we got? Oh yeah, bunch of bad guys here. Lock targets and all these dudes. There was another way to do this, and I totally forgot it. It's okay. I'll figure it out later. Alright, take care of all these guys here. The irrigators are done for. Oh, yeah. Not a chance. Wow. Took them all out. Did I finish the mission already? I think I did. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording here, pick up all these wrecks, and I'll meet you guys back at Sugawa. Or Sugawa. I'm always going to keep doing that. Anyway, stay tuned. And we've returned once again to Sugawa. And we're going to go ahead and talk to our agent right here, where I think we've completed the mission. I'm almost positive we have. If we complete the mission right here, that is done. Thank you. Your accomplishment has been noted and saved into our database. Fantastic. So, a nice little go ahead and test run on this Drake right here. Nice little combat run. We'll find out what's in store for her and for us next time on Let's Play EVE Online. Until then, this is J Squared John Jeremy signing off, saying so long and take care.